What's up, guys? Trill here, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Thursday, October the 15th. You are having a beautiful day so far. So today we have some pretty important updates we want to share with you, so be sure to watch this video until the end. Today we want to talk about President Trump's message earlier this morning that he is ready to sign a stimulus bill. In addition, Trump is also ready to increase the stimulus offer on the table of $1.8 trillion, and we want to provide an update on those $200 prepaid gift cards that President Trump is sending out to Americans. Those are just some of the topics that we are going to cover today, but before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the channel as this information is totally free. Also, click the notification bell to be notified of each new video. And if you get an opportunity to gently press that like button down below, it takes me a lot of time to research this information, edit these videos, and to share them with you. Let's try to get this video to 500 likes if you find value in this video. And also, if you think that Congress should get off their pass this bill and send you your stimulus checks, then go ahead and smash the like button right now as we roll right into this video. Earlier today, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi met again to continue their talks on a relief package. So far, they are still at a stalemate, but both agree that they are making great progress. Yesterday, Mnuchin stated that he doesn't believe that they will be likely to get a relief package deal before the November election. However, today, Mnuchin stated that he is ready to give in a little on the negotiations. Mnuchin said that he will not let differences over the virus testing strategy and funding targets derail the stimulus talks with the Democrats. They both have already agreed to $75 billion in funding for testing and contact tracing. But now Mnuchin is ready to make changes to the testing language in an effort to compromise on this subject. He said that they will fundamentally agree with their testing language subject to some minor issues. And the ultimate reason he is doing this is because he feels like the holdup regarding the testing strategy is being well overblown. So he is stepping up to put an end to one issue at a time. Now the bigger question is, will Pelosi do the same thing? Well, we'll just have to see. Afterwards, President Trump was speaking with Fox Business on the status of the stimulus negotiations that have recently continued since he ended the negotiations earlier last week. Trump told Fox that he would love to raise his offer for a stimulus package above the current level of $1.8 trillion. Following that, he stated that he would. He said, "I absolutely would. I would say more. I would go higher. Go big or go home. I told you guys that yesterday." So that right there is the word from the man himself, Mr. Trumpy. He wants to offer bigger stimulus for the American people, which is great, right? This was said earlier today following the recent jobless claim numbers that were released this morning that shows an increase to 898,000 jobless claims, which is obviously a sign that the recovery could be stalling at this time. We also received reports today that a study came out that shows that 8 million Americans have fallen into poverty since May of this year. Now, these two are definitely signs that the recovery is slowing down and the economy needs a second stimulus check, and the American people need it fast. But going back to Trump speaking with Fox Business, he also took a few jabs at Nancy Pelosi by saying that Nancy Pelosi couldn't care less about the American people or the great American worker. She should approve needed stimulus right now. Most other Democrats already agree. Republicans are ready to go. I am ready to sign. Now, even though President's comments were pretty loud and clear regarding his recent comments of go big or go home, ready to sign stimulus, and that he wants a bigger stimulus than the $1.8 trillion offer, his comments were met later by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Mitch rejected the idea of a relief package larger than $1.8 trillion, and he considers his own $500 billion plan a more appropriate response to a stimulus relief package. Mitch stated that his members think $500 billion is plenty of money and highly targeted in the best way. So, Mitch McConnell is taking his own road towards providing relief for the American people by offering this skinnier bill. He plans on presenting this bill next week, and the Senate will be voting on it as well. And then finally, Steve Mnuchin also spoke with Fox Business on Wednesday and mentioned that there have been no agreement on a comprehensive relief package, and he expressed the anxiety over the $300 billion that remain unspent from the country's previous CARES Act stimulus. Both Stephen Mnuchin and Mark Meadows have expressed their eagerness to use this money to send to the American people by giving the PPP, or the Paycheck Protection Program, the additional relief aid. The PPP has saved over 50 million jobs, and that they are ready to use that money right now to save more. However, the House Democrats won't approve of that unspent money to be used. And now moving on to the $200 prepaid debit cards that President Trump offered last month. Trump's plan is to send $200 drug cards to 33 million Medicare beneficiaries in the coming weeks. These cards will offer some relief to individuals on Medicare with prescription drug prices. Now, these cards will be mailed out in phases, and they plan to start mailing them out as early as next week. These cards will start arriving in late October, and the rest of them after the November election. Now, some Democrats are calling this an election day stunt that President Trump is doing in order to get more votes. But frankly, I don't know if $200 debit cards will sway someone's election vote. Now, if you send those $1,200 stimulus checks or like $3,000 stimulus checks, then maybe that might do the trick. But either way it goes, these $200 drug cards are going to help seniors out with their prescription drugs and can definitely offer assistance to those in need. And the price of doing this is going to cost nearly $8 billion to fund this project. Now, if we can just get him to fund this second stimulus deal and send us those stimulus checks, the world would be in a better place. And with that being said, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoy or find value in this video, please do me a favor. Be sure to hit the like button because it helps the channel out and it tells YouTube to share this video with others. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can be a part of it. Other than that, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.